Subscribe to Sinister Shadows Studio, Operation Liberation, unveiling the truth beneath Florida's glowing skies. Growing up in the heart of Florida, I've always felt a connection to the mysteries that shroud our state. From the whispering swamps to the unpredictable storms, there's an undeniable energy that pulses through our land. But little did I know, this energy concealed a dark secret, a truth that would compel me to take a stand against an ancient evil. It was a sultry summer evening, the stars twinkling in the vast expanse above, when I stumbled upon a revelation that would change everything. Seeking solace, I took a stroll along the deserted shores of Daytona Beach, the waves crashing rhythmically against the sand. But my tranquility was shattered by an otherworldly glow on the horizon, casting an ominous hue over the coastline. Intrigued, I ventured closer, the glow intensifying with each step. As I approached, a sleek metallic craft materialized above the water's surface, its alien silhouette cutting through the night sky. Fear gripped me, but a fierce determination replaced it, a determination to uncover the truth behind this unearthly presence. The craft descended onto the beach, a hatch sliding open with a hiss of pressurized air. Stepping forward, I was bathed in a blinding light emanating from within. It should have been terrifying, but a strange calm washed over me, a calm born of purpose. From the depths of the craft emerged a being, its form radiant with an otherworldly glow. Though it spoke not a word aloud, its message echoed in the recesses of my mind, a message of enslavement, of humanity's unwitting servitude to an ancient entity that fed upon our fear and ignorance. In that moment, a plan crystallized in my mind, a daring scheme to liberate humanity from the clutches of this malevolent force. With newfound resolve, I returned to civilization, determined to rally others to our cause. Gathering a coalition of like-minded individuals, we delved into the annals of history, piecing together the fragments of knowledge hidden in ancient texts and forgotten lore. Our plan took shape, a bold strategy to confront the entity and shatter its hold over our world. The days that followed were fraught with tension as we prepared for the final showdown. We spread the word far and wide, awakening the masses to the truth that had long been concealed from them. Our numbers swelled, our resolve unwavering. And then, on a moonlit night beneath the glowing skies of Florida, we launched our assault. With courage coursing through our veins, we faced the ancient entity head-on, determined to wrestle humanity free from its grasp. The battle was fierce, the air crackling with otherworldly energy. But we fought with a ferocity born of desperation, refusing to yield to the darkness that sought to consume us. And in the end, our perseverance paid off. The entity was vanquished, its hold over humanity shattered once and for all. As dawn broke over the horizon, casting its golden light upon the land, a sense of triumph washed over us. For beneath the glowing skies of Florida, a new chapter had begun, a chapter of liberation, of enlightenment, of a future unbound by the shackles of fear and ignorance. And though our journey had been perilous, we emerged victorious, ready to embrace the dawn of a new era, beneath Alaska's frozen veil. Alaska, with its vast expanses of wilderness and unforgiving landscapes, has always been a place of mystery and intrigue. As a lifelong resident, I've heard my fair share of chilling tales whispered around campfires and shared in hushed tones over cups of steaming coffee. But nothing could have prepared me for the harrowing encounter I experienced one frigid winter night, a tale that defies explanation and challenges the very fabric of our reality. It was during the darkest depths of winter, when the land lay shrouded in an icy embrace, that I stumbled upon a truth too terrifying to comprehend. I had set out on a solitary trek through the snow-laden forests, seeking solace in the solitude of the wilderness. But my peaceful excursion was shattered by a series of inexplicable events that would haunt me for years to come. As I trudged through the snow, the silence of the night was broken by an otherworldly humming, a low rhythmic vibration that seemed to emanate from deep within the earth itself. Intrigued and more than a little unnerved, I followed the sound, my breath forming frosty clouds in the frigid air. Deeper into the forest I ventured, the ground beneath my feet beginning to tremble with increasing intensity. It was then that I stumbled upon a sight that defied all logic, a gaping chasm in the earth, its yawning maw illuminated by an eerie green glow. With trepidation, I peered into the abyss, my heart pounding in my chest. What I saw within sent a chill down my spine. Strange, otherworldly creatures, their forms twisted and grotesque, emerging from the depths below. They moved with an unnatural grace, their movements synchronized with the rhythmic hum that filled the air. But what chilled me to the bone was not the sight of these alien beings, but the realization that they were not alone. For nestled among their ranks were humans, my fellow Alaskans, their eyes vacant and empty, their movements puppet-like and devoid of free will. In that moment, the truth became clear. The aliens had long inhabited our world, living in symbiotic harmony with humanity, their existence hidden from prying eyes beneath the frozen veil of Alaska's wilderness. But their intentions were far from benevolent, their influence insidious and all-encompassing. As I watched in horror, a wave of realization washed over me. These creatures had been manipulating us for centuries, feeding off our emotions and draining our life force to sustain their own existence. And now, with their numbers swelling, they threatened to consume us all. With a newfound sense of purpose, I knew what I had to do. I had to warn the world of the imminent threat lurking beneath the surface, to rally humanity against this insidious foe before it was too late. Gathering my courage, I fled from the forest, determined to spread the truth to anyone who would listen. But as I made my way through the snow-covered wilderness, a sense of dread lingered in the pit of my stomach. For I knew that the fate of humanity hung in the balance, and the battle for our survival had only just begun. As I emerged from the forest, battered but unbroken, I saw the glow of civilization on the horizon. With every step, I resolved to spread the word, to unite humanity against the hidden threat lurking beneath our very feet. And though the road ahead would be fraught with peril, I knew that I could not falter, for the fate of humanity depended on it. Shadows within the district. In the heart of Washington, D.C., where power is wielded and secrets are buried, an insidious force lurks beneath the bustling streets and towering monuments, a force that threatens to plunge the nation's capital into darkness. As a resident of this once proud city, I've witnessed the gradual descent into dystopia, a descent fueled by the presence of otherworldly beings hiding in plain sight. It began with whispers, rumors of strange occurrences within the very heart of government, murmurs of unidentified aerial phenomena, sightings dismissed as mere anomalies by those in positions of authority. But as the whispers grew louder, impossible to ignore, the truth began to unravel before our very eyes. One fateful night, as I walked the deserted streets of downtown D.C., a blinding light illuminated the sky above the Capitol building. A UAP, a craft not of this world, descending upon the heart of our nation's government. As the craft touched down on the Capitol's steps, panic gripped the city. I watched it in horror as shadowy figures emerged from the craft, their forms obscured by the flickering light. They moved with an otherworldly grace, their intention shrouded in mystery but undoubtedly sinister. In the days that followed, the city was plunged into chaos. The corridors of power became battlegrounds as the alien infiltrators seized control, manipulating the levers of government from the shadows. But it soon became clear that these beings were not simply visitors from another world. They were interlopers, intent on subjugating humanity to their will. Their presence within the halls of power rendered our defenses useless against their insidious influence. As the days turned into weeks, Washington, D.C. transformed into a dystopian nightmare. The once bustling streets lay deserted, the skyline dominated by the ominous presence of alien technology, hidden in plain sight. The air was thick with fear, the promise of freedom, a distant memory. Yet, amid the despair, a glimmer of hope remained. A resistance movement, comprised of brave souls determined to expose the truth and reclaim their city from the clutches of the invaders. With every passing day, their numbers grew, their resolve hardened by the injustices perpetrated against them. But as the conflict escalated, it became clear that victory would not come without sacrifice. Lives were lost in the struggle, their sacrifices fueling the flames of rebellion. And though the road ahead was fraught with danger and uncertainty, I knew that we could not surrender to the shadows that threatened to consume us. For within the very heart of Washington, D.C., A battle raged for the future of humanity. A battle that would determine the fate of our world for generations to come.
Like if you enjoyed listening, let us know in the comments what spooked you, and give our video a share. Thank you and subscribe to Sinister Shadow Studio for more horror stories.